Today on my channel, Planner Friends, I am creating a special section in my faith binder to focus on, as you can see, Lent. So let's talk and how I'm framing Lent. And in a few days, Lent begins. So let's do this together. Stay tuned. Hello, Planner Friends, and welcome to my channel. I'm One Crafty Dolo, and I'm so happy to have you here with me today. On Sundays, we work and go over and talk about faith planning and my form of Bible journaling. If you're new, you're welcome to tap the notification bell, subscribe, and all those good things. Well, friends, it's almost Lent. I can't believe I'm saying that. It's almost Lent. In a few days, it'll be Ash Wednesday, and then we go from there. And we have 40 days, and then we enter Easter week. And so it's the most important time for us as Christians. I know that the secular world emphasizes Christmas, and yes, Christmas is important, but it's become such a bastion of consumerism. But when you get right down to it, the bedrock of our faith is the crucifixion and then the resurrection, and that's certainly Easter. It is without a doubt my favorite holiday, and so I wanted to do something. This is one of my faith planners, and I started, well, I have a black and white check, but I started picking up faith planning a year ago on Ash Wednesday, and so I want to continue doing it. I'm not going to change any of this. I stenciled this and I cut this vellum. No, that's acetate. I always get them mixed up. And I've been Bible journaling in here basically for a while. I keep moving the most recent month to the front or putting the other inserts elsewhere. And I already, as you see, I'm done for the week here. Let's take a quick peek in here. I have next week decorated. We'll talk about those in another video. I have trouble with those particular stamps, and I haven't decorated the final week. So going into Ash Wednesday this week, I wanted to create something in here kind of to demarcate a little bit of Lent and Lenten practice and what I'm trying to do this year. So I can leave a video link below about my Christmas Advent kind of calendar, 12 days of Christmas I made for myself. It's not really an Advent calendar. It was a 12 days of Christmas study. Let's try this in English. So I wanted to do something in here a little different than that, but I want to reframe Lent. Everybody thinks I'm giving this up, I'm giving that up. So I want to think of it in two ways. One is growing, one is gaining. Okay, and in growing, obviously, you are gaining. So that's what I want to create today. I did a bit of a search through the internet for different ideas and things to do for Lent. So hopefully I can do them and we can make this work. So what I've done is I've gone into my papers, and I've been using this, you can see in the front, I used this collection, or there's Forward with Faith, and I think it's really cute. I picked it up at Tuesday morning, so yeah, I think it's and it has a bunch of solids in here, which I also like. Not quite sure what happened there. This is from the Have Faith collection, and yeah, there were two collections, Forward in Faith and Have Faith. So you see what I've got here. I've got a little bit of a hodgepodge. So what I want to do is create something, little booklet to add into this planner, even if it's just two sides, not even a booklet, it can just be one side and two sides. So of growing and gaining, and I want to talk a little bit about what I'm seeing that as for this season. So let me get set up here and I'll be right back. So I've decided to use this paper here. It's not plain, but it works. And what I'm going to try to do here is to just cut it and mark it. I always use pencils to do my marking. I have this Tired and True set I picked up at Walmart a few years ago and still going strong with it. So I want to mark off, let's move my paper cutter, let's even move the planner. Okay, So basically what I'm going to do is mark off some space in here, kind of doubling what I'm doing. So when I cut, I do it off camera now because I get so nervous. But I'll just show you how. And again, you can find paper cutters pretty inexpensively. So really, we're just going to take this right across, best as I can tell. And then if I need to cut it down more, I can. So I'm going to cut this and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have this cut. I don't know if it's perfectly straight. I do have visual challenges that I struggle with. So there's that. So I don't know if I got it quite straight. Oh, it looks pretty good. All right, so I'm just going to try to score this a bit. Back here you have this little tool. All right, let's just try to get this scored. I need to get in closer, so I'm going to put you on hold a second. And basically, you're just going over this where you fold it to score it a little better so it holds the hold. And then what you can do with this is just make it a little tighter. Okay, so we have our little booklet here. Now, I'm going to line this up and leave a little room at the top and the bottom. And again, it may not be perfectly straight. I do have my challenges visually, but that's okay. I'm dropping things again. So I want to line this up carefully and slowly to get this right, best as I can. There we go. All right, let's do our hole punching. Okay, so I just used my handy dandy reliable hole puncher. For now, I'm going to get this out of the way. Let's see what we're going to do here. Okay, put this back in here. Perfect. So let's go through some of my alphabet and see what we're going to put on the front. One of the things I wanted to do was to put a little doily here. So I think we can get that ready. Oh, wait, what am I doing here? Oh, Lord. Okay, so let's put that on the front. Don't you think? I think that works nicely. I'm tempted. I have these smaller doilies, and I'm committed this year to trying to use all of my stash as much as I can. So let's be a little extra creative with what we've got. Let's put this on top. Let's kind of layer it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. That certainly works, doesn't it? That does work. And I think as far as lettering goes, I don't want to do black. I don't want to do the rainbow. I'm tempted to do this kind of pale green. Lent. Actually, no, because it goes... what do I want to put here? I'm not sure. Eesh. I could put Lent. I could actually even put Jesus. That seems a little... Okay, so let's just put some letters down here. Okay. And I'll get the T. Okay, so we're shaping up here, right? Slowly but surely. Now we have the inside, and one thing I wanted to grab is I have all this paper, this lined paper, and maybe I can kind of use this in some ways. However, I want to do this kind of growing and gaining in here, so I'm trying to figure out exactly what we want to do. So first off, I think I want to put this Yeah, right here I think would be good, right on the inside. Let's start. Let me make sure these work. Yep. Hey, I'm getting better. The hole's lined up. If you know how much that means to me. Okay, yes, it does mean a lot to me. Okay, so this is, and again, because it's the same collection, these blend a bit, and I'm glad I put that there. And so our Lenten journey begins. So what am I growing and how am I gaining? Okay, number one, I'm going to grow in my faith, and I'm going to set alarms on my phone for prayer, more prayer during the day, quick, small bursts of prayer. It can be half a minute, it can be 1 minute, it doesn't really matter. It's prayer, okay? Then I want to grow in that financially. And what I mean by that is not my personal money, but not reducing frivolous expenditures and trying to think of better ways to place that money in terms of gifting or putting good into the world, whatever that means to you. So I think what I'm going to do for now, okay, let's open this. And I almost want to keep a little small Lenten diary in here about growing and gaining. So let me think about how I'm going to pull this one off and what I'm going to put, if anything. I just like the booklet and I like the premise. So, friends, let's talk about other ways to grow and gain. Eating. What are you eating? Are you eating mindfully? Or are you not wasting? So I'm really going to tighten up my meal planning and prep. And so if I make, I'm trying to think of an example. Okay, easy peasy example, but I like to make eggplant parmesan. It's one of my favorite meals to make and to eat. So what I'm going to do is then for the leftovers buy different kinds of rolls so we can have the meal with the salad and the garlic bread and da-da-da-da. And yet then to redo it, to have it on rolls as lunch or just a quick meal at night. Okay. Here's another one. Sometimes I make fish, what I call fish witches. I don't know. It's my own version of the fillet of fish. And we put them on rolls, and we have hamburger rolls, and we use ketchup and tartar sauce and lettuce and tomato. Like I just make it a thick stack. You can add cheese if you want. So what I'm going to do then is if I have the leftover fillets, I'm going to use those for fish tacos. Like I'm really going to lean into multi-use ways, if that makes sense. I'm going to make zucchini fritters with leftover zucchini and or zucchini bread. You see, so I'm trying to extrapolate how I'm going to do that. So that's part of my Lenten journey. Anyway, I don't mean to digress here. I need to think a little bit of how I'm going to do this, if I'm going to separate it. And I can create an additional spot to separate the growing and the gaining, or do I just put it every day or every, so many days, almost like in a planner? So I've got to think about that. But honestly, I think this is going to be good. I think it's a better way to focus on Lent and to really focus on what I want to do. As I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at this washi from the Hooting Pirate, I feel like I need to add a little extra something here. And I really love this washi tape, I got to be honest with you. And again, using what I've got, can I add to this? And yeah, I think we can. Just to zhuzh it a little bit, right? This isn't, there we go. Just a little bit of washi to make us happy. So yeah, that's my intent for Lent, is to really look at it not as what I'm giving up, but what I'm gaining. So I think, yeah, I think that's how we're going to do this, mindfully. Let's see what else I can come up with for in here. Okay, here we go. And it's good. Okay. I found these letters, and these again are Felicity Jane. I also was going through the rest of this pile here. I have so much. I even found this little paper pad, which is similar to this. Isn't this cute? So the question is, what am I gonna, blah, blah, blah. All right, I think for starters, I want to zhuzh this interior up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to lay down some letters here. There's not a lot in this particular collection. They're heavy. They're definitely heavy. Yeah, that's okay. Grow. And then I'm going to use these little letters. I could put end, or I could just put the words. As you can see, I really work on my creative process as I'm in the moment, and that to me is kind of important. Nope, it's on there. It's going to have to stay. G-A. These letters are really nice. They're really thick. I mean, seriously. Grow and gain. Okay, that's a start, right? Let me move all this out of the way. Okay, so now I have to figure out how I'm going to actually write it up. And I think for now I'm going to leave it and leave you with that. I'm looking at these two. These are little pocket kind of cards, little, you know, that I also got from Felicity Jane in one of their kits. The color scheme is very similar. So I'm playing with that. I'm playing with this. I could make some hearts out of some of these. Maybe I'll do that real quick. That would be kind of cute. And honestly, I like these little birds. These paper collections that I have picked up along the way, like this little one, this pad, I pick up on eBay or Mercari. And yeah, I love that. Okay, so this, let's try it this way. 1, 2. Can I get a third one in? I hope so. Okay, so let's get them out of here. Come on. And so I have 3 hearts, and I kind of like, yeah, definitely. So let's add those in. To make it easier, I took it out of the binder. So let's just throw on some hearts. I need to get more paper punches. I've been trying to keep an eye for when they're on sale, what's going on with that. We're going to put one up here. And they go with the letters. Now, isn't this funny? We have 3 different companies. We have Illustrated Faith, that little paper collection. We have these from Felicity Jane. And then we have the paper itself from Echo Park. So, and I'm tempted to put that just like that in the middle. So we'll do that. All right, we're getting there, friends. We are getting there. Okay, what do you think? I think it's cute. I really do. I think it's coming out nicely. I think we're going to leave it there now. And I said that, and then I did all that, right? I think we are going to leave it for now. I think that what I'd like to do is to sit back with it for a day or two to see what I come up with. So as I'm posting this tomorrow, I'm going to post this video as it is. And then if I add anything else to it, I can put it in either a short, or I can add it to the community tab on here. If you're not following my community tab, I pretty much post a picture every day. Sometimes it's just goofiness with my cats, but at least it's something. But there we have a little Lenten booklet to signify the importance. This matters, Lent matters, we matter, and Jesus' story matters. And again, I want you to think about reframing, giving things up, and Lent as a punitive exercise. For me, it's definitely more about what I'm gaining. So there we go. All right, planner friends, thanks for taking the time and spending it with me. Goodness knows I appreciate you, and let's virtually clasp hands and celebrate the journey that we're about to undertake with Lent and be mindful and kind to the people around us to absorb the true message and meaning of this season for us Christians. Thanks so much, planner friends. Have a great day. God bless. Bye.